You don't expect it. 1 second you are walking, the next you are falling. That's what osteoporosis can do. Not with pain, not with warning, but with silence. But did you know that a simple scan can detect fragile bones years before the first break? She was 48, active, and felt completely fine, no pain, no warning signs. But a routine bone scan revealed something she never saw coming, something many women miss until it's too late. Her bones were dangerously fragile. She wasn't just at risk, she was in the fracture danger zone, like millions of women after 40. She had no idea silent bone loss had already started. But here is where her story takes a turn. Instead of just managing the risk, she tried a new therapy called AIC, Anti-Orbital Ionic Calcium therapy. And what happened surprised even her doctors. Her bone density didn't just stabilize, it improved dramatically. If you are over 40, this could be the most important health story you hear today. Stay with me because reversing bone loss might be more possible than you think. I'm Dr. Server. I am a physician and a scientist with a PhD in molecular biochemistry and genetics, and I've also spent years in family medicine. My focus helping people catch silent bone loss before it turns into serious fractures using advanced research in calcium signaling. I share these insights with patients, doctors, and health leaders in clinics, online, and on stage so more people can stay strong, mobile, and pain free for life. In this video, you will learn three key things: how your bones can weaken without pain or warning, what happens when calcium ends up in the wrong places, and how your body can guide calcium back into your bones naturally. First, how your bones can weaken without pain or warning. Bone loss happens silently with no pain, no warning, and no obvious symptoms. Your body works hard to stay balanced, but under stress, with poor nutrition, or just as we age, it begins pulling calcium from your bones to keep blood levels stable. Your skeleton becomes the bank account that keeps getting drained. But here is the good news: we can interrupt that pattern by restoring proper calcium signaling and helping your body release calcium from where it doesn't belong. We don't just give calcium, we guide it back to where it belongs, into your bones, into strength, into stability. Second, what happens when calcium ends up in the wrong places? When calcium drifts into wrong places, it stiffens your body and accelerates aging. Your bones aren't just hard and still. Inside, there is a team at work. One group builds new bone, the other breaks down old bone. These teams need to stay in balance. If the breakdown team goes too fast and the builders fall behind, your bones weaken. That's the beginning of osteoporosis. It's like remodeling a house. If you tear down walls but never rebuild, the house becomes unsafe. So we focus on supporting the builders and slowing the breakdown. That's how we keep bones strong. But if that balance breaks, something more dangerous begins. Calcium goes rogue. Isn't calcium just for bones? Not exactly. When it ends up in your joints, brain, or blood vessels, it accelerates aging, causes stiffness, and creates pain. That's calcium misbehaving, like a kid who won't stay in their seat. And when it happens, inflammation, stress, and fatigue all get worse. That's why we don't just treat symptoms, we follow the calcium. Do you have any questions? Just ask me. I'm here, I'll gladly help. Third, how your body can guide calcium back into your bones naturally. You can guide calcium back into your bones naturally with the right signaling and support. Here is something most people don't know. Before a fracture or a scan reveals major damage, your bones often give a quiet warning. It's called osteopenia. That means your bones are starting to thin. Think of your bones like a sponge drying out. On the outside, they may still look fine, but inside, they are becoming brittle. There is no pain, no obvious symptoms, but your bones are whispering, I need help. This stage is called osteopenia, not a full stop, but a yellow light, a warning to slow down and pay attention. Act early, and you can change the outcome. Ignore it, and the risks become very real because bones can look strong on the outside but be hollow and fragile within. That's osteoporosis. Fast breakdown and slow rebuild. Until one wrong step leads to a serious fracture, it creeps in silently without pain. But now you know, and that gives you power because when your body's calcium signaling is restored, you can guide calcium back into your bones, even after bone loss has begun. If you find this information useful, don't miss what's coming next. The insights could change the way you think about bone health forever. Subscribe now.